Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining the program. Welcome. I welcome you to the program. Thank you for joining. Thank you for connecting wherever you are connecting from. I appreciate you. Welcome you, and I say, may you go to Kabiam guide and protect every one of you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Like and share the program as you join. Like and share, like and share, like and share, like and share. Share on your platform, share to family and friends. Please let me know if you are hearing me clear. Let me know if my voice is clear. Like and share the program and do inform me. Let me know if my voice is clear. Let me know if my voice is clear. Please, as you join, do notify me and let me know if my voice is clear. Thank you so much for joining. Like and share the program. Before we start, we have to listen to the prayer of our Supreme Leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Very important. We can't do anything without praying. We must listen to the prayer of our Supreme Leader before we continue. Let's hear the prayer of our Supreme Leader. You promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth, to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our count. Oh Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The ethics and the BBOs, the Inson, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isobo. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Ghana. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Ikede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, By the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had a he said,
welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you as you join this very platform. Thank you so much for connecting wherever you are connecting from. If you are joining us from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia, from Canada, from New Zealand. If you are joining us from Russia, from China, or from Israel, we appreciate you and we welcome you. And I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect you. Most importantly, if you are joining us from Biafra land, may Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect you. And if you are joining us from Okigwe State, Olu State, or Owerri State, I welcome you and I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect you. I thank everyone that has connected to this program this morning. I can see my comrade in the United States, our coordinator in Indiana to be precise. He is here with us. You're welcome, sir. Thank you so much for joining the program. And every other person that have joined this program, whether I mention your name or not, you are highly welcome to this very program. As usual, this is a platform that represents the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. A platform that stands under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and under the command of the Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is where I stand. In this very platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come here to attack people or to preach hate. We do not come here to fight against individuals. What we do here is to set the record straight. What we do here is to debunk every lie against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, every lie against our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and every lie against us as Biafrans. What we do in this platform is to encourage each other to say things the way they are and let the world know the true situation of things in the Zululand Republic of Nigeria. In this platform, we don't try to be politically correct. We say it the way it is, and we bring our plight before the whole world. In this very platform, we do not engage in saga. This is a platform that represents a government, remember? We are not representing an individual. We are not representing a person. You're not representing me. I am here representing Biafra. That is why we have to be mindful of what we do and what we say. Our main purpose here is to encourage Biafrans far and wide, to make sure that Biafrans will not lose focus and let you know the state of things, where we are heading to, and where we're going to get to. That is why I come online every morning to speak to my fellow Biafrans. When I talk about Biafran, always remember that I am talking about the old Southeastern Nation, which is the present South-South with the Southeast and the Lower Benue. Any place you are and your mother is tying two pieces of wrapper, I am speaking about you. I'm here for you. The Biafra we are talking about, the old South, a country that have existed in the past and continue to exist. And we have come to reactivate it and bring it back to order. A country that has been under occupation by Nigeria. And we say enough is enough. I am here representing that country. And we will make sure that we get our country back. in this platform, we are focused on going against those who go against us. We focus against our real enemy. We know who our real enemy are. They have introduced themselves. The real enemy are not hiding themselves. They have shown themselves to us. The system that is holding us down is what we go against. The system and every instrument they are using, it does not matter the color of that instrument. It doesn't matter the language of that instrument. It doesn't matter the tribe of that instrument. It doesn't matter the religion of that instrument. Any instrument that is standing against the freedom of the Biafran people, we are against you. Every instrument of oppression that has been put in place by the colonial master through the caliphate, whatever instrument, even if you are my brother or my sister or whoever you think you are, and you have made yourself a willing tool in the hand of the enemy, we are going to treat you the same way we treat the enemies of Biafra. In this very platform, we come here to remind Biafrans of their legitimate right. There are three most important rights that we must hold tight, and we must not gamble with it or give it out to anybody, regardless what happens. One is the right to self-determination. That right to self-determination, it is your right. International law supports that right. African law supports that right. Nigerian law itself supports the right to self-determination. The right to self-defense is not allow anybody to touch it. That is the right that the Biafran have activated today to the fullest. Right to self-defense. International law supports right to self-defense. African law supports right to self-defense. Nigerian law itself supports right to self-defense. But when the Biafran activate their right to self-defense, they come against us. They call us names. They give us any title they like. But will that deter us from holding on to our right to self-defense? No. That is why the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Nigeria have activated self-defense to the highest level. Whatever you see the Biafran Liberation Army doing today, whatever you see the ESN doing today, wherever you see the Strike Force doing today, whatever you see our Black Navy doing today, is the act of self-defense to protect life and property of Biafran people. And they will continue to do that until Biafra comes. Because international law supports that. African law supports that. Nigerian law itself supports it. We have seen the Minister of Defense calling people to defend themselves against the terrorists. And there's no way the Biafrans will fold their hand and allow the terrorists, whether in uniform or out of uniform, to come against them. No, we won't. That is why our Prime Minister have activated self-defense to the fullest level. Number 3 law, right, you must remember, is the right to life. From the moment you are allowed by your mother to step into that labor room, you came down. From that moment, you have the right to survive anywhere in the planet Earth. For as long as Chukwu gave you that grace to come through your mom, the moment you step your foot in that labor room, you have the right to live in any part of the world and survive. International law supports that right to life. African law supports right to life. Nigerian law itself supports right to life. But what do we see when it comes to Biafrans in the Zoological Republic? They will make us to believe that we must have to obey certain instructions for us to live. They want to make us believe that we have to accept certain conditions for us to live, which is a blatant lie. And I'm here to tell you as a Biafran, you have the right to live and survive anywhere. There's no law that says that you must obey the caliphate for you to live and survive. There's no law that says that you must obey the colonial master for you to survive. But this is what they are pushing. When Biafrans want to survive in Nigeria, they want to make them believe that they must accept a certain kind of life before they can be able to live. And here to tell you that you have the right to life. As a Biafran, you have the right to live, and you must not allow anybody to tamper with that right. Fellow Biafran that are watching, please, as you join this platform today, it is going to be a very interactive session. Click like and share. Click like. If you have not clicked like on this video, please click like. Give a thumbs up. Give a thumbs up to the video. There is a place here where you can press and give a thumbs up to this video. Give a thumbs up so that other people can be able to join us. By the time you are clicking that thumbs up, it will trigger the algorithm to send information to others to come. The social media is not helping us to promote our programs. It is you that will promote our programs. With your support and your help, we can be able to go extra miles. That is why I always beg you to like and share. Share on your WhatsApp group, share to family and friends, share to even our enemies. Let them come here and debate us. It is an interactive session, and that is why you see that link I post there. That link is for you to use to come in and make your contributions. That link is meant for you, more especially Biafran people, to come in, make your contribution. Either say your prayers to the Biafran Republic of Exile, to Prime Minister, to our Supreme Commander Nnamdi Kanu. Say your prayers. You can ask your question. You can make a contribution. You can give your advice. Whatever you want to say, feel free to click that link, come in and say it. And I bet you, your word is going to go very far. In this very platform, people that matters are watching. Members of the cabinet of Biafra Republic of Exile are watching. Our Prime Minister is watching. Whatever information you pass here, he is going to get it. Whatever word you say here is going to be taken note of. Every suggestion you make, if it is the one that we use, it will be implemented instantly. So use this opportunity wisely as you come in. Even if you are not a Biafran and you are a one Nigerianist, you are from any other part with what you believe, and you have a question for us, come in and ask your question. You have an advice for us, come in and give your advice. Even if you're not from Africa, you are from another planet, and you are confused about what you are seeing in us online. There's something you want to clear. Come in, ask your questions. We are going to answer you. If I cannot provide the answer, there are a lot of people on the comment section that will give you the answer to your question. The only thing we beg in this platform is when you come online, please make sure you try as much as possible to be civil. Be civil in your speech. You can show your anger. You can show your annoyance. You can say whatever you want to say, but in saying what you want to say, you must try as much as possible to be civil. And when you are coming up to speak, please do not dress in your singlet. Do not come out naked, and don't come out with your smoking. No, you don't do that. We don't allow that here. You can finish your smoking, then you can come on and talk to us. And when you are appearing, don't appear naked. At least dress up, wear something in your body, and come up and say your mind. One thing again I have to remind you is that when you are speaking, there are certain strong words you must not use because of the social media. We are getting a lot of warning. If we must retain this social media, this is not our platform. You know, our platform is still under process. By the time we have our own platform, the Enter Biafra activated, and we can always be there, we can use any word we want to use and say things we want to say. But in this platform that doesn't belong to us, in this YouTube, there are certain things you cannot say. So sometimes when you want to make a contribution, you can be using some languages like bye instead of using the strong word. When you want to say that somebody's life was taken, you can use as bye. Don't use the strong word K-I-L-L. Don't use that. Try as much as possible to maintain so that they don't kick us off from this platform. So we have come today to do what we know how to do best, encourage Biafran people, and you know what today is. Every Biafran that is watching, you know what today is. Today is the main day, the day we have all waited for. That day we have been waiting for, finally here are we. And I can tell you, a lot has happened last night, and more is going to happen today. And as we have promised them that Biafrans will not legitimize that criminal in Imo State. Already we know, with or without election, they are going to pronounce him as the winner. But what we will not allow is that drama they want to play. That drama I said they want to play. We will not allow it. That is why our Prime Minister has given the instruction. And I tell you, the Liberation Army are doing wonders. Some of you who are in WhatsApp groups, you are seeing videos. We are seeing write-ups. Because there are so many things we cannot share on social media because of restrictions. But I tell you, a lot has happened yesterday. And today, more is going to happen. When it comes to the Biafra Republic in exile, whatever we say, we stand by it until the end. When it comes to the Biafra Republic, that is where you see consistency personified. We don't joke with it. Mazin Namdekano told us that consistency is the key. And that key is one thing we must not throw away. In the era of Biafra Republic in exile, anything that our parents have pronounced, we will follow it to the last, no matter what we will result. You're welcome, my beloved brother. Thank you so much for joining this morning. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you very much. Good morning to all Biafrans.
We cannot hear you. Your voice is not coming out.
Good morning. Are you hearing me now?
Mike, your voice is not coming out. I think your earpiece, your voice is not coming out. We can't hear you.
Okay, let me off it. Okay, are you hearing me now? So, good morning to all Biafrans. And
Unmute yourself. We can't hear you.
uh, what's happened? Okay, let me try again. Let me try again.
Cannot hear you, my brother. Try to go out and come back again. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Thank you, fellow Biafrans that have joined. We must continue. No matter what the enemy does, no matter their attack, we will continue and make sure that our voice is being heard across the world. We will continue. It is already a done deal. There will be no election in Imo State. Imo State will be on total shutdown today, as it has already started. Uzodimma cannot do anything. He has no choice. You're welcome, my brother. Speak, let's see if we can hear you now.
Okay, good morning to all Biafrans.
Your voice
And
is not, is it from me?
I thank God for a day like this. And the God in heaven will continue to give
I
us the
cannot hear
strength.
you.
The truth must be told, and
Unmute
the
yourself, check.
his network, his network, his network. Let me
Okay, you
allow
can hear
another
me. Go
person.
on. They say they can hear you. Why I cannot hear you? Go on, my brother. The audience
Okay,
can hear
okay,
you, but on my own
o-
side, I think it should be from
okay,
me. Go on, my
okay.
brother.
I thank God for a day like this, and God in heaven will continue to give us the strength to overcome the enemy. The truth must be told. If you listen for what is happening, nobody will tell you that there is nothing like elation. It is in everywhere. So they are just using their way of their system, the way of their coup and selection. That is what they are using. And God in heaven have already begun to scatter all their plan. And I want to encourage all Biafrans that there is a song that said, "On the last day, on the last day, only true believer must be raptured. This journey we are on, this Biafran struggling, only the true Biafrans will seal the Biafra. Only true Biafrans. So we have to stand strong, because this time around is a time of faith. What you believe on it, stand on it, and it shall come to pass. So I thank God for everything. Even thank God for God Almighty. At least today have already added another year to me, that I'm so happy, and I'm seeing Biafra coming. In this my generation is the time Biafra will come. All our Igbo brothers and sisters, just obey instruction. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Obey. Yeah, we have already finished everything. Yes. So your enemy will never be on top of you. Rather, you will be on top of your enemy. It's not today. And God in heaven has been helping us. So don't allow any governors or anybody to come and disturb you. Just stay in your house. Cook food. Eat like a king. You are a king. You are a queen. You are a prince. You are a princess. Cook and eat like a king and queen and prince and princess. Today is your day. Just obey instructions. Stay in your house. Allow them, because I know tomorrow they will still call out and say Hope Uzodimma is the winner. Don't panic. So this one already shown him that Imo as a whole don't recognize him as a governor. He's on his own. Whatever he sees there at the end of everything, he will collect. So thank God for everything. Thank God for Biafrans. Don't give up. Nobody should give up. And and all the Biafrans, don't allow Satan to enter you to give up. Stay strong. We are winning, and we already win. I pray Chukwu Okike Biama will bless all our emos that is there. Just stay in your house. Chukwu Okike Biama will protect you, will protect your family, will protect your friends all over the anywhere they are. God in heaven will protect all of them. The plans of the enemy shall never come near them. I want to pray for our supreme leader. Father in heaven, we thank you for our supreme leader. I know the dry bone is rising. The rays that come from Abraham is rising. And the God in heaven, I pray for him as he's there for divine protection, divine revelation. God will reveal to him so that he will see that all his effort never be in vain. All his effort, what he taught his children, that in children, in sons and daughters are taking the mountain to the next level. Reveal to him so that he will not give up. At the end, we have a cause to glorify our holy name. We also pray for our PM, wisdom, understanding, knowledge, more grace to expand, and more strength, because he delight in the Lord Almighty. And I pray, God in heaven, our PM, wherever he is, God, give him, renew his wing to fly higher. At the end, we return all the glory to you. I pray for also for the cabinet, for divine protection. Oh God, don't allow any spirit of Judas to enter any of his cabinet. Let the spirit of unity remain in the life of all the cabinet. At the end, we glorify you, we worship you forever, because you are God. In the name of Chukwu Okike Biama, Ise, Ise, Ise. Thank you, my brother. And God in heaven will continue to give us strength to do more in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen and amen. Amen. Amen and amen.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Thank you so much for that wonderful prayer. Thank you so much for that very wonderful intro. Each time you come on at the beginning like that, it's always a wonderful day. And you have really opened the floor in a very beautiful way. I appreciate you for that massive, massive, massive prayer, word of encouragement. I appreciate you so much, and I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will guide you, protect you, and secure you wherever you are, and you are joining us on this program. Every Biafran that is connected and joining us, I appreciate every one of you and welcome you. Please, as you join the platform, like and share the program. Like and share the program. Like and share the program. As you all know, today is the D-Day. Today is the D-Day, and in Imo State, it is a total lockdown. It is a total and absolute lockdown. There's nothing they can do about it. The propagandists can continue to do their propaganda. The liars can continue to lie. But for us Biafrans, we know what we want, and we are focused on the target. We are focused on the target. Hope Uzodimma finally have received his sentence, and there is nothing he can do about it. Wherever you are watching this program from, if you are watching this program from any part of the world and you are a Biafran, you must prepare your heart for what you're going to hear. and what is going to happen. If you are watching this program from Okigwe State, Olu State, Owerri State, prepare for what is going to happen. And if you are one of those who is still contemplating and thinking in your brain, not just to come out, to come and see, you want to come and see, you want to see is before you believe, you want to see before you believe, I pity you. I pity you. I have said it time and again. The Biafran agitators you have today are not the type you had before. The IPOB you had in those days is not the one you're having today. We have gone past the era of agitation. There was a time when we were agitating. There was a time when we were speaking as an organization. The IPOB of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today have graduated. We have moved forward. We have moved forward. The IPOB of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today has become a government. And that government, what they say, is what happens in Biafra territory. For some of you who think that it is business as usual, you would say it. That in those days, they say it didn't happen. They say it didn't happen. Don't play with your life. My purpose of coming online on a daily basis is to make sure that none of us is being deceived. We do not want to lose anybody. But if you choose that path for yourself, don't blame anybody. You have yourself to blame. If you choose that path for yourself, you have yourself to blame. Every Biafran that is watching this program, wherever you are watching this program from, I want you to understand that there is a government that speaks for Biafra. And that government takes decision on what happens in Biafra land. It doesn't matter whether you believe it or don't believe it, but this is the reality. The Zoological Republic knows today that there is somebody who is in charge in Biafra land. The politicians know that there is a government in charge in Biafra land. Remember where we are coming from. We started from sacking all the saboteurs in the IPOB of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We sacked all the fake IPOB members. They were sacked. And what did they do? They formed their Nigeria IPOB. Today, they are Nigeria IPOB. The IPOB of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu graduated, entered into autopilot. From autopilot today, they have graduated into a government. And in that government, we have cast the vote of no confidence on all the political leaders in Biafra land. It was done by Biafran people, not by Mazi Simon Ekpa alone, not by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alone. Every one of us as Biafrans came together and we cast the vote of no confidence on them. When we were doing it, they called it a joke. Some people were laughing at it. Some people said, who gave us that authority? We casted the vote of no confidence on them. As time goes on, we graduated into delegitimizing the Nigerian Zoological Republic in Biafran territory. Our Prime Minister announced that decision of Biafrans. And when we announced the delegitimization of the Zoological Republic in Biafra territory, some call it a joke. But today, you can see it clear and loud. As I always say, the fear of Biafra is the beginning of wisdom for you that is living in that territory. You can continue to pretend not to see what is going on. You can continue to pretend that we are not talking to you. You can continue to pretend and not see Biafra. But when Nigeria happens to you, you will confess. You first confess. Today, the delegitimization of Nigeria has entered into the highest level. And the liberation operation starts. Yesterday was a great success. So many of you saw the videos. And the news is everywhere. The success of the Biafra Republic. And I told you that we don't walk by sight. We walk by the spirit. What Chukwu says is what we follow. That is why we are making success today. Yesterday, Biafra made a great achievement. The Liberation Army did not only neutralize them, so many of them were captured alive. And to show you how Chukwu Okekabim is dealing with them, you saw a video that was posted. Some of you, those of you who are following Master Samadek on Twitter, you saw a video that our Prime Minister posted. We are the so-called terrorist men in uniform. We are sleeping and snoring. They were sleeping and snoring until the Liberation Army came there and took away their weapons. Captured on video. Our enemies, the terrorists who have come to destroy the land of Biafra, they were sleeping and snoring when the Biafra Liberation Army arrived in their camp. It is no longer the time when we sit back for them to come. We follow them to their camp. That is where we are today. Biafra Liberation Army is evicting every one of them from their base. Eviction. The eviction have started. We were telling them and warning them for a very long time. Some of them thought it was a joke. It does not matter your religion. It does not matter your tribe. It does not matter who sent you. As long as you are in that very territory with that uniform and you are bearing arms in the name of the zoo in Biafran territory, I pity you. I pity you. And whatever comes of you, you will be responsible for it. Whatever happens to you, you are going to be responsible for it. We will not spare you. Every one of you who have decided not to listen to the Biafra Republic, you have yourself to blame. You will have yourself to blame. There is only one government existing in Biafra land, and there's none. The earlier you understand that and believe it and follow it, the better for you. You're welcome. Can you hear me, my brother? Can you hear me? You're welcome. Thank you for joining. Can you hear me, brother? Can you hear me? I think he's here now. The network is troubling. Please send your request again. Send your request again. Send your request again. Resend your request. Send your request again. So today, as I was saying, every single one of us today, as long as you're a Biafran from the old southeastern region, you have to be mindful of what you do, what you say. The Biafra Republic Government in Exile is in charge. The Biafra Republic Government in Exile is in charge. No doubt and no peace. They were bragging of their weapons. They were bragging of what they have and what they do not have. You are in our land. The land belongs to us, and the gods of the land are standing with us. You saw yesterday, the gods of the land made them to fall asleep. The gods of the land put them into a deep sleep. These are combatant soldiers who have come for war, and they fall asleep. They fall asleep until our Liberation Army went out there and videoed them where they were sleeping. Captured them on video where they were sleeping. Took away their ammunitions. Captured them. Most of them are alive. And neutralized those that will be neutralized. Very gentle and successful guerrilla operation. And more are going to happen. We no longer wait for them to come. We don't wait for them to come. Every single one of them that has stepped their foot into Biafra land, just as Mazin Nandekam said, that will we come. It's not that they will not come. They are going to come. More are going to come. But none of them will return. None of them will return. That is a promise. The supreme leader of IPOB said that prayer. And Chukwu Okekabiyama answered. You know, Chukwu Okekabiyama honors his prayer because he is a clean man. White and whiter than white. Every single one of us today living If you are from the old Southeastern region and you are still pretending not to know that you have a government, you are your own. You are on your own. And as I have always said, it does not matter if you volunteer yourself for propaganda against Biafra. It won't stop Biafra from coming. Whether you live or you die, it will stop Biafra from coming. Whether I live or I die, it will not stop Biafra from coming. If you know the best thing you can do to protect yourself today, do it and stop wasting time. Anything you can do to keep yourself safe, do it. And one of the most important things you must do is to obey instruction that is coming from the Biafran organizer. Just like today, Imo State is going to be a ghost town. And as always, you know that the terrorists in uniform are going to come to exercise their muscle, to come and showcase their muscle. If you want to survive, if you are in Olo State, Owerri State, and Okigwe State, stay indoor today. Stay indoor. That is the way to be alive. Stay indoor. Stay indoor. Accidental discharge doesn't know anybody. Accidental discharge doesn't know anybody. And you know the enemy you're up against. Anytime that this Liberation Army defeat them, they focus on the civilian. You know that the terrorists that are coming, they don't know the rule of engagement. They do not have any rule of engagement like the Liberation Army. The Liberation Army has the rule of engagement. Unlike them, the people that are coming, the terrorists do not have rule of engagement. They take any life on their way to push their terror. They do everything they can to push their terror. They don't care who you are. They don't care if you bear arms or you don't bear arms. They don't care. They don't give a damn. That is why you must stay out of the way. We are not telling you to go and confront any politician. We are not telling you to go and confront any police. We are not telling you to go and confront any army or go and protest. No. Stay in your house with your family. That is what we say. Stay in your house with your family. People has been given the responsibility to protect you and your family. Everyone that is watching this program, please share this program to all platforms. Share to family and friends. Share this program and make it go viral. If you have not clicked like yet and share this program, please make sure you invite at least one person to this program. At least make sure you invite one person. Let every one of us invite one person to the program. Information is key. Information is key. The beginning of the new dawn. It is today. It is today. Today, the Biafran organizer is going to prove what they are. And the Liberation Army is going to go after our enemies like never before. You are going to hear scores. And we bring the scores for you. The very first day was awesome. Yesterday was amazing. And today is going to be wonderful. The weather has changed already. The weather in the old Imo State have changed. It is no longer business as usual. If you want to survive in this area, it is simple. Obey instruction. Whatever we are saying or we are doing, whatever the Biafra Republic is doing, is to save life and property. The instruction that you are being given is to save your life and property. It is not to intimidate you. It is not to show muscle. It is not to express it. It is to make sure that our voice is being heard and people are safe. We have lost a lot of people. We have lost good number of people. Which one are you going to mention? And when we are talking about this man who nobody must go close, let alone legitimizing him, people don't understand how evil Uzodimma is. This is a man who is not worthy to live. A man who, if Nigeria were to be a sane place, if Nigeria were to be a place where human beings exist, Somebody like Uzodimma have nothing to do with governance. He has nothing to do with governance. Somebody who left from death row. This very man we are talking about was on death row, a condemned criminal. A condemned criminal to be executed. And the cabals rescued him because of today. Cabals preserved him because of what he's doing today, because they wanted to use him against us. From death row, this man who was from death row, he was taken away from death row. And they preserved him because of today. That was why when you saw the way he entered the governor's office, from the Supreme Court, authorized by the Caliphate, and the colonial masters, they imposed it on Imo State to make sure that the fulanization and Islamization agenda start from Imo State. And we tell them that that is going to mark the epicenter of the freedom of Biafra people. That man, Uzodimma, is somebody nobody should have anything to do with. This is somebody who does not have anything to offer. Even as he is coming out to tell you that he wants to contest. Have you ever seen him telling you about his achievement? Have you ever seen him telling you about his achievement? He is making promises. That is why if you see anybody supporting that evil man, if you see anybody that supports that evil man, that very person should be regarded as evil also. This is a man who is fraudulent, a fraudster in all ramification. Imo State, that was the most peaceful state you had in that country, today is the most terrorized state. This man have littered the whole place with the corpse of Biafrans. Littered Imo State with the corpse of Biafrans. Everywhere you go, you see corpse of Biafrans. And yet, this man has the boldness to come out and say he wants to be a governor in the same state that he has destroyed. In the same state. Do you know how fraudulent this man is? Upon how fraudulent this man is, this man was able to manipulate, and they made him the best governor. Do you know that this man was pronounced best governor? They gave me a title, best governor. With all the criminality that this man surrounds this man, with all the evil that surrounds this man, they made him the best governor. I'm going to play a video for you. For some of you who doesn't know whom we are talking about. Because some people who are not Biafrans or who are not Nigerians and see us talking about this man, they wouldn't understand the man we are talking about. And I want to bring to you the man we are talking about for you to know. Somebody will tell you his story. I'm going to play a video, an audio. Listen to this audio carefully. Let us hear this audio and see how somebody explain the idiot who called himself a governor. Let us listen to this.
Best Governor of the Year award. The presupposition is that the recipient has performed creditably well within the period under review. And what is the period under review here? 2021. In 2021, $106 million came into the Southeast as FDI.
I hope you can hear me clear.
Within the same period, maternal mortality rate in Imo has got worse. The unemployment rate of Imo rose from 74% to 83%. The same period, they are awarding Uzodimma the best governor of the year. Imo State became a killing field. Soldiers are being beheaded in Imo. Law enforcement personnel are being killed in Imo. Olo has become impassable. Businesses have shuttered. Also has collapsed, and Oru East, where the governor comes from, has collapsed. He has no solution to these problems. He has never deemed it fit to convene an all-encompassing stakeholders engagement to brainstorm and find lasting solution to this problem. Neither has he laid out any blueprint for the industrialization of Imo, so that these restive youths who have become willing tools for security could be gainfully employed. The ranking of Imo State in terms of ease of doing business has dropped from 24th to 27th. A state like Kaduna, with the advent of Kadipa by Erufai, now does better in terms of attracting foreign direct investment and the promotion of investment in general than Imo State. Imo that should be the hub of economic activities. And you are honoring the governor for having done well. For what? The flagship road that Uzodimma has done, which he said he once had an MOU with Julius Berger, remains the Olo-Owerri road, which is 44 kilometers. We have questioned the governor. Tell us the cost of this road. A credible report from some investigative journalists are pointing accusing fingers at the regime of Uzodimma to have budgeted 86 billion for 44 kilometers of road. At that rate of 86 billion, we are talking about almost 2 billion per kilometer. When, of course, you know that the World Bank report has been pointed that it is 230 million that you can use for a kilometer of road, which means the highest that road should have cost is about 17.6 billion. We are now asking a question, what has happened to 64.6 billion? It also goes pari passu with indebtedness. We all know that by the close of first quarter of 2022, Uzodimma has raised the debt profile of Imo State to 205.7 billion naira. Imo is today the most indebted state, not just in Southeast, but when you put the debt profiles of other four states in the Southeast together, Imo has become more indebted than one of our leaders. Created by law for the expansion and spread of democratic dividends and value, called the local government system, has been killed and emasculated in Imo. In the last 28 months that Uzodimma has been governing, the local government system in Imo State is supposed to have received 140 billion, representing an average of 5 billion per month. Check the federation account. That's what we get from FAC. For instance, my local government is supposed to be earning about 165 million every month. Check it by 28 months and check if what you are seeing in the data today has justified 165 million times 28. When Uzodimma comes and tells you that he will buy uniform, deploy more men, buy more gun, and borrow more troops from federal government, he is only solving the symptoms. He's not solving the disease.
That is where he's investing your money now.
You are not creating jobs for them. The local government system that should have engaged them and opened up space for their participation, you have emasculated. Nothing is happening in the grassroots. Let me tell you, the rural unemployment and poverty today in Imo is unprecedented.
Did you hear? I hope, my fellow Biafrans, you have this information. This is the man we are talking about. But the difference between us and these people that are yapping, the person that is yapping here, is that we know the solution. These people that are yapping, after yapping, you will still see them, they will go and begin to support one candidate or the other in the same zoological republic. And they forgot that it is this same government you are going to participate in. They are the one promoting hope, supporting him and giving him energy to do what he wants to do. Every money that comes to Imo State, he's using the money to fight against his own people. He's using the money to buy APC for terrorists, to attack his brothers and sisters, to fuel a jet bomber to come and bomb his own people. That is what he's using the Imo State money for. But his own end has come. His end has come. Today, his end has come. We know, regardless what you do or say, they are still going to put him in power. That one is, they will pronounce him. But what we do not want to see or hear is that Biafrans went out and voted for him. Let them put him there for all I care. But for a Biafran to go to a booth and say you want to put a vote is an abomination. It's a crime against humanity. For us to allow anything called selection to happen in Imo State is crime against humanity, and we will not allow such crime to happen. The Biafran Liberation Army are going to protect it, prevent it by all means necessary. Today, videos are already coming out. In as much as we can't share most of the videos online here, a lot of videos are coming out. I can't share it here, but I tell you, a lot is happening. After today, they will now understand. After today, they will understand that we are not joking. And the Biafra agitators of today is not like that of yesterday. They will now understand that when we say that the Biafran government is in charge, it is not a joke. We are not saying it to make you happy. We are not saying it to threaten you. It is a fact. It is a fact that the Biafran Republic government in exile, under our Prime Minister, is in charge
in Biafran territory. Take it or leave it. No eat and no peace. It does not matter what you think or what you feel or how you want to think about it. Who cares? Our concentration today is on our Biafran people in that very area, Okiwe State, Olu State, and Owerri State. The Biafran Liberation Army are going to do everything humanly possible to make sure that every life is protected, every property is protected. But in doing this, you that is a Biafran in that territory, you must support us. We need your support. We need your support to be able to do what we have to do. Don't make yourself a willing tool to the hand of the enemies. You know how they roll. You know their strategies. I don't need to tell you. You know how they roll. When they come, the Biafran Liberation Army will repel them. And then they will go and begin to face innocent citizens. Innocent citizens who are vulnerable, they will go and begin to face them. Don't put yourself in harm's way. Don't make yourself a willing tool in their hands. Biafran territory is for Biafra. It is not for the zoo. If you want to be part of the zoo, you have the time. We have announced it time and time ago. Our Prime Minister told you earlier beforehand that if you are not comfortable with the situation in that very part of the world, Biafra land, go to the north and stay. You can equally go to the southwest and stay. After our liberation, you can come back. Freedom doesn't come easy. There is sacrifice to pay for we to be free. And every single one of us, home and abroad, must be ready to pay that sacrifice. Every single one of us, home and abroad, must be ready to pay that sacrifice. Today, people in Biafra land are paying their own sacrifice. In the evening, those who are living abroad will come online for the fundraising to pay the sacrifice. And if you are genuinely a Biafran and you're living abroad and you are not in the fundraising today, it means you are evil. Every single one of us must come and answer their name in the fundraising today, because people in Biafra land are in the front line and they are doing what they're supposed to do. People in Biafra land, they are doing their own part. And for us to sustain this very success, it needs finance. Our Supreme Amazon Land have made it clear that the people abroad will sponsor the actualization of Biafra. You can't run away from it. If you are living abroad, no matter any part of the world you're living, you cannot run away from it. No matter how you try to run, you can't run away from it. The liberation of Biafra falls on your shoulder financially. As for people who are living in Biafra land, wherever you're living, more especially all of today, Okiwe State and Owerri State, the only responsibility you have today and demand we're making for you is to obey simple instruction. Stay indoor. Stay indoor. Obey the curfew. Obey the curfew. Allow those whose responsibility is to protect you, let them do their job and protect you. Don't put yourself in harm's way. We are not pleased at the death of anybody. We have lost thousands of people, millions of people. We have lost people, human beings. We have lost heroes. We have lost children, mothers, uncles, aunties. We have lost comrades, formidable ones. And we don't want to continue to lose anymore. The time has come. And in this era, we have stepped up the game. The Prime Minister has announced it yesterday. He announced it on Twitter space that the level has been stepped up. Today, we do not wait for them to come. We go and confront them in their barracks. Remember the warning that was given. Stay 1 kilometer away from every secretariat, every barrack, whether police barrack, army barrack, naval barrack, air force barrack of whatever. Stay 1 kilometer away from it. In all the secretariats of the government, anything that has to do with the zoo, stay away from them. Checkpoints, a no-go zone for any hawking. You must not go to any checkpoint for hawking, no matter what. Don't. If you don't have any other job, you better go and look for something else to do. If the only means of survival is for you to go and hawk near checkpoint, I beg you in the name of Chukwu, go and look for something else to do. Today, the engagement has started. We began to warn 1 kilometer away from every barrack, 1 kilometer from the moment have come. The order has been given. Today, Biafran Liberation Army are not sitting back for them to come. We are going after them. You know, they are very good at telling you that they went to ESN camp. They went to this camp or this camp. This time around, we go to their camp and we have video evidence, not like their own. Some of you must have seen the video evidence that have been shared in WhatsApp groups because we cannot share them on conventional media. There are evidences, there are pictures everywhere. If you have not seen any, go to the platform of our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. You are going to see evidence of the success that has been made to. The earlier you understand the stage we are, the better for you. There is nothing that is going to stop the coming of Biafra. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks or feels. It does not matter. Biafra is going to come. Know this and know peace. And if you think that your betrayer will stop Biafra from coming, you are mad. You are sick. If you think by giving away your life, by carelessly giving away life, that you can stop the coming of Biafra, you are making a big mistake. You are wasting your time. The earlier you begin to understand things the way it is, the better for you. There is only one way forward. The Biafra Republic of the Exile. That is the only way forward. That is the only way to stay safe. Obey simple instructions. Responsibility have been given to them to protect you. Allow them to do their job. Allow them to do their job. You're welcome, my brother. I think network problem is disturbing everybody that is calling today. I don't know what is happening. Network problem. If you can hear me, speak up. If you can hear me, speak up, my brother. If you can hear me, speak. Biafrans want to hear from you. If you can hear me, my brother Peter, if you can hear me, speak on. We want to hear your voice. Go on, speak to Biafran people. I think you're having a network problem. You're having a network problem. We cannot hear you. Your voice cannot come out. Can you hear me? Oh. Try. Try again. Try again. It's a network problem. We can't be able to hear him. So please, let's keep on going and see. If you have any contribution to make, feel free to make your contributions. Come in and make your contribution. If you have any contribution, if you have any prayer to say your prayers. If you have any information to pass, feel free to come on and pass your information. You're welcome.
Feel free to make a contribution. Come in and make your contribution. If you have any contribution, if you have any prayer to say your prayers. If you have any information to pass, feel free to come. Information. Welcome. Feel free to make a contribution.
Yeah. Good morning. Hello. Are you hearing me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mazi?
Go on, my brother. Go on.
Okay.
I hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Good morning, sir. God bless all of you for your good works, and I really appreciate every one of you for the effort that you are making, this effort that you are making for the liberation of Biafra. I want to really thank every one of you. We are also seeing the results. we are seeing the liberation, the Biafran and Liberation Army. They are really making us proud, and you know, and we are really happy for it. We are really happy for it, sir. So I want to really, I want to use this opportunity to tell all my because no, I am from the coastal region of Biafra land. Precisely, I am from Hugeli, the Robo. So yes, sir. So and then and sir, that's no because no I wrote you something and on WhatsApp. You didn't answer me, so I would drop a message about the contribution to the ECS site, to the site because you know I try my possible best to contribute for since it's the last month. You know, I've been trying, so I don't really know how to really do it. I've already registered my email on the site, but to when I put my credit card is a problem, sir. So that is my problem. Hello, are you hearing me, sir? But
I can hear you, but I can hear you, but I can't hear directly. I'm just listening to you from another device. That is why I'm responding very slow. Thank you so much, my beloved brother from the coastal region. I appreciate your contribution. I'm hearing you actually, but I'm using another device to listen because I can't hear. I'm having some issues with the voice here. That is why I was responding immediately.
Okay. Okay, that's what I'm saying. That then is but it's my contribution to the site. But it's my contribution to the site. Hello. But it's my contribution to the site. Well, it's giving me a little bit problem.
My brother, I think I heard you talking about your contribution to the site.
Yeah.
What is the problem? What problem do you have with the contribution to the site?
Oh, okay, yes, and the problem is that you know, because you know, to when I put in my credit card, because they request about the credit card. So
okay, what is going to happen? What is going to happen is that you will reach out to me on WhatsApp. Reach out to me on my WhatsApp number so that I can.
Okay. Can you send me the WhatsApp number now? Let me put it down so that then I know about reaching. Okay.
I'm going to release my number so that you can be able to add me up on.
Let me put it down so that then I
WhatsApp number so that I can be able to link you up to the Minister of Information so that Minister of Information can help you out with that.
Okay. That's good, sir.
Okay, let me call my WhatsApp number so that you can take it down. Reach out to me, then I will link you to the Minister of Information. Then he can be able to help you through the direction. Let me call my WhatsApp number so that you can take it down. Then I will link you to the Minister of Information. Okay, take down the WhatsApp number, please.
Okay, I'm coming, sir. Wait. Let me use my other phone. I'm coming, sir. Wait. I'm coming, sir.
864.
Okay, I'm coming, sir. Wait. Let me use my other phone.
169
I'm coming, sir. Wait. I'm coming, sir.
plus 447
Plus 447, yes.
864
664, yes.
397
397, yes.
169.
169. Okay. So I can call it for you.
Yeah, just reach out to me on the WhatsApp. Then from there, I can be able to link you up to the Minister of Information so they can be able to help you on the problem on how to make the payment. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate, sir. God bless you,
much,
sir.
my beloved brother. I appreciate you. I'm so happy to have you on the program. You know, the
Okay.
battle we are fighting is for every one of us.
Exactly.
The nation that we're talking about. There are so many nations in Biafra. Every nation in Biafra, we have to put our hands together, put our heads together, and get out of the zoo. Once we get out, every nation can be on their own, just as our Prime Minister and the Supreme Leader have explained. It is going to be confederation. There is nothing like nobody is a minority in Biafra.
It's true, sir.
Like minority, we are equal people and equal stakeholders.
Yeah.
And by the special grace of Chukwu Abiyama, we shall get our freedom, and everybody will stand on his own to be able to utilize what Chukwu has blessed them with and grow at their own speed.
Yes, amen. He said,
and we will achieve that.
Yes, sir. Amen. Thank you very much, sir.
Beloved brother, thank you so much. I appreciate you for that support. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Right on, right on. Keep doing your own good work, evangelizing, just as I'm doing. Do your own part. And at the end of the day, all of us will achieve victory. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, sir. Okay, bye, sir. Bye.
You're welcome.
Yes.
So, my fellow Biafrans that are joining from anywhere you're joining from, I'm so sorry. I don't know what is happening today in my device is just giving problem. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir. Thank you for joining. My system is messing up today. Go on, sir. Go on. Speak to Biafran, sir. Go on.
I don't know.
What's happened? What's happened? Is it the same network problem? That means it is serious because my comrade never had this kind of interruption before. He never had. So, fellow Biafrans that have joined, those who are joining and those who have joined, please let us continue to do what we have to do and pay attention to the time that we're in. We are in a very critical time. A very, very critical time. And every one of us must pay attention. Every one of us must pay attention. Do not ignore anything. Don't ignore anything. One of the most important things you should do today as a Biafran is to obey every single instruction. That is one of the most important things. Obey every instruction. If you obey instruction, your life will never be the same. If you obey instruction, you have built your defense 80%. I am speaking to people in Biafra land, more especially Imo State today. If you obey instruction, you have already built your defense 80%. Don't listen to anybody. It doesn't matter who is talking to you. When your reverend father will tell you to disobey, your imam will tell you to disobey, your pastor or your general overseer will tell you to disobey, your prophet will tell you to disobey, your native daughter will tell you to disobey, your governor or your council will tell you to disobey, you are going to face the music alone when it begins to happen. You will face the music alone. The earlier you understand now, the better for you. The earlier
you understand the situation, the better for you. Do not engage in anything that does not support the freedom of Biafran people. In anything you are doing today, it must be Biafra first. Put Biafra first in every of your discussion. Anything you are doing, whatever you are called upon for, and it does not cover the interests of the Biafran people, wrong. Anything, discussion, plans, project that you see that does not cover the interests of the Biafran people, wrong. It is not for your good. Always keep your eyes focused on that common interest that unites every one of us. You see, freedom. Freedom is one thing that unites every one of us as Biafran. Even those ones who claim to be politicians, they know they are slaves. In short, their own slavery is even greater than our own. Those ones who call themselves politicians, among their peers, they are slaves. They can't even open their mouth and speak. Their own situation is even worse. Their own situation is more disgraceful than anything. Look at the London boy. You see how they disgrace the London boy. You see how they disgrace the London boy that he can't even come out and make a case for himself. He doesn't even have the confidence to speak. Even when he sees something that is wrong, that he's supposed to speak, he can't speak because he doesn't want to be arrested. The same thing with all the politicians. Ask yourself today, where is Uzodimma? Where is Uzodimma? Today, he today, he is not living in the air, rather he's living on the land. He has been rejected front and back after they use him to destroy his own people, destroy property of his own people, destroy life of his own people, take our resources. They threw him to the trash, and he saw him crying. Some of us are not being pleased. Madman. Rochas Okorocha, where is he today? Where is he? Their own disgrace is even worse. All these politicians, their own disgrace. They need freedom. They need freedom more than you do. The only thing is that their wickedness, their greed and envy, is making them comfortable where they are. And they are the one they call the house nigger. If you have heard the story of the house nigger, a typical example of a house nigger is the politicians in Biafra land. These politicians in Biafra, they are a typical example of a house nigger. You know the story of a house nigger. A black man who is working under a white colonial master, who is very, very comfortable working for a white colonial master, even as a slave. Why is he comfortable? Just because he is opportune to drink the milk that the white man drinks and remain. He's opportune to eat the remains of the food that the master eats. He's opportune to wear the remains of the clothes that the master wears. He feels that he's on top of the world. When he comes where other blacks is, he'll be claiming to be a nigger. He'll be claiming to be an honorable. Simply because he feels that he's living in the house of a white oppressor. Even though he's living in a cage there, they just build a cage, not even in the main house. Not even in the main house. But for the fact that he feels that they drink water and remain, he drink. They eat food and remain, he eats. They wear clothes and remain, he wear. He feels he has arrived. He is very comfortable. And when you talk to him about freedom, he doesn't want to listen. He sees himself that he's arrived. He sees his other brothers as people who are his slave, that he himself is not a slave. Even when he is eating a remains, he is not comfortable with eating the remains that fall from the master's table. That is the life of a house digger. And this is the life we see in our politicians. Every single one of them from A to Z. Their own slavery is smelly. And the worst situation you can be in is in that their own situation, being a house nigger, where you are a slave and you are comfortable in slavery. That is the worst situation you can be. Being a slave and proud to be a slave and you are comfortable in slavery. That is the worst situation a man can be in. And that is the situation of these people who call themselves politicians in Biafra land. They need freedom, but they don't have the balls to go for it. Today, in this generation, the youths of our generation, we cannot sit back. We are the people that General Effiong talked about. We are the people that General Effiong warned them about. And he said, look at these people. If you don't treat them right, if you don't treat their children right, they are going to fight back. General Effiong said it in black and white. If you do not treat their children right, they are going to fight you. And they thought it was a joke. Today, all those children that General Effiong talked about, they are here. They are here in full force. They are here. All those children that have grown and they are out everywhere. And one of those children is our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Unstoppable. He doesn't care what you think or what you do. Forward ever and backward never. Uncompromising. Undistracted. It doesn't matter how you feel. What matters to him is the freedom of his people. Consistency personified. When he says yes, his yes is yes. His no is no. Wake him up in the morning, the same thing is what he's going to tell you. He doesn't want your bribe. He doesn't want anything to do with you. He doesn't want your praise. What he wants is the freedom of his people. Those people that General Effiong talked about, look at us here. We are here online. You that is on the comment section, you are part of it. You that is out there sharing this video and liking, you are part of it. And I bet you, when we finish with them, this history will remember us. When this generation of Biafra finish with the zoo, history will remember us. Just like Martin Nanekam said, that when we are done with them, there will be no place on the planet Earth called Nigeria. There won't be. Let them continue to pretend. A time will come when they can't pretend anymore. A time will come. You already have seen them. Already you see them confessing. Already you can see them today. They can't hold it back anymore. They used to say that the Biafrans are miscreant. They don't know what to say. But today, do they say it again? It has become very, very clear to even the deaf that these people know what they want. And I bet you, today in Imo State, it is going to, the beginning of Showdown is today. It has started since 2 days ago. There has been tremendous progress since 2 days ago. Some of you who are very active in social media, you must have seen a lot of videos coming out. And more, there are some you have not seen. There are some videos we are keeping to ourselves. We don't share it. Because of how sensitive it is. A lot of sensitive videos that we cannot be able to share. And after today, more things are going to happen. As you are watching this video now, things are happening. The Biafran Liberation Army are engaging. They are engaging in our land, in Biafra land. You want to overpower us in Biafra land, you are a dreamer. You are a joker. The gods of the land are backing his children. And as long as the gods of the land is in our back, there is nothing any creature on the planet Earth can do. There is nothing any man can do. The gods of the land say you should move. This is his project. I say it and I say it at the end. It is his project. That is why I tell you, the fear of Biafra is the beginning of wisdom for anybody that's in that Zoological Republic. And if you are a Biafran and you are speaking against Biafra, if you are a Biafran, you use you as an informant. Those of you acting as informant against your own brothers, I pity you. It will be better that you were not born. If you are a Biafran and you are acting as an informant against your own people, your own nation, it will be better that you were not born. It will be much, much better that you are not born. Because what is going to come after you, what you are going to face, your generation cannot escape the punishment. The punishment you face will move from generation to generation. And more especially, if you are unlucky and you are an Igbo Biafran, you are an informant, an Igbo Biafran, when you already know that the Igbo Biafrans are the people that Chukwu put this responsibility on their shoulder to liberate every other Biafrans and make sure they go home, whether you like it or not. And you found yourself in a situation where you have volunteered yourself as an informant, working against the children of Chukwu Kabiama. You and your entire generation will not survive what is coming. The punishment is going to go from generation to, in fact, it will be better that you are not born. Your punishment will be greater than that of Judas. It will be greater than that of Judas. And the most important thing is that whether you act as an informant, whether you don't act as an informant, you cannot stop Biafra. You can only speed it up. For every action you take against Biafra, you are only speeding up the move. You are only increasing the speed. You are only showing us the way forward. That is why when I see our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, I glorify Chukwu Abiyama for him. Each time I remember what Mazi Simon Ekpa passed through, I thank Chukwu Abiyama for him. When they thought they would bring him down, that is when he increased the speed. In fact, when you thought every hope is lost on him, that is when you see hopes coming. It was before you and I. There was campaign, online and offline, there was campaign. People were writing to Finland. People were calling United Nations against our Prime Minister. Even ransom was placed on his head. It was before you and I. It was before you and I, they carried the news and rumor, and they said they have arrested Mazi Simon Ekpa. And you saw the enemies celebrating. Even Biafrans celebrating openly. And Chukwu Abiyama disgraced them. And that is why I tell people, if you are a Biafran today and you are still hiding under the cupboard, you should be ashamed of yourself. If you are a Biafran and you are still hiding or you are sitting on the fence, you should be ashamed of yourself. The person that is running the show today is a man that read international law. He read international law. There is no way Mazi Simon Ekpa will be breaking the law and he will be in Finland. There is no way he will be breaking the law and he will survive 24 hours in Finland. It's not possible. Finland is an organized country, sensible, well organized, and they know the rule of law and they respect human rights. If you're a Biafran today, whatever you are doing under this Biafran government in exile, do it and do it with confidence. Do it and do it with confidence. There's no law that's against you. The foundation of this very Biafran government is laid in a solid foundation. The foundation is laid in law, with the backup of the law. That is why you see when our Prime Minister speaks, he speaks boldly, online and offline. On interview, he speaks boldly. Have you asked yourself, when Mazen Nandekar was around, he broadcasted, preaching the same way Mazen is preaching. For more than how many years? More than a decade, Mazen Nandekar was online broadcasting. He was never, ever invited one day by the police. He was never invited anywhere by the police for any interrogation. He was in London. And as you know, the UK has one of the best police in the world. They know where he was. They know what he was talking about. They hear his voice. He is not a hidden person. He's a citizen. They have his record. But he was never one day invited by the police for interrogation for more than a decade because he was doing what he was doing lawfully. If he was not lawful, he would have been arrested long, long ago. In the UK, remember one of the Uzodimma boy, one boy from Uzodimma land. There was one clown from Uzodimma land, is it Yinka, whatever I call him, who came out and began to spew hate against the Biafran people. He did not broadcast up to a year or two. He didn't broadcast up to a year or two. And he was arrested. Today, he is serving jail time in the UK. One Uzodimma boy who came out, he wants to challenge, he wants to come and begin to preach hate He thought it's just to open your phone and begin to talk trash. Every single thing the Biafrans are chasing and pursuing, we have evidence for whatever we say or we do. There are evidence pointing to what we are doing. There are reasons, credible reasons why we say what we say and why we do what we do. And there are evidence to back it up. Don't think that Master Simon ever just come up and open his mouth and say whatever he likes. Do not think that Master Nande can just come and make a case without having evidence. Don't think that when we come in line online here to speak, we don't have evidence. Everything I say here, there are evidence to back it up. It is not far-fetched. Evidence that you can find by your own self. Evidence that you can find by your own self. You will see them. That is why, if you are a Biafran, you should be walking with your head lifted high. Let them call it pride. Accept it. We are the people that cannot stay down. Remember, that is why they hate us. One of the reasons why they hate us is because we cannot stay down and somebody will trample upon us. When Ahmadu Bello was interviewed by a British journalist, that's what he said. When Ahmadu Bello was interviewed by a British journalist, he never said that we stole anything. He never said we were terrorists. He never said that we were terrorizing. The only problem he has is that when you take a Biafran man and put him in a labor camp, he will emerge as a hero. He doesn't stay down. That is his anger. And because of our hard work of not staying down, they call it domination, that we dominate. They use that term, dominate, to trigger every other tribe against the Biafran people. That was what Ahmadu Bello did. You know, when you hear dominate, it is a kind of a violence language. It triggers every other tribe in Nigeria. That name, that talk dominates, and they are still using it up to today. Instead of saying that this tribe are hardworking tribe, these people are hardworking people, they don't stay down. These people are hardworking, they use dominate. That these people are domineering. Any place they go, they want to dominate people. And when you hear dominate, instead of interpreting it in the way that it should be, that these people are hardworking, they are hardworking, they interpret it in the way that you are trying to take over them. We are not taking over anyway. Go and check. Everywhere you see the Biafrans doing their businesses, more especially the Igbo Biafrans, any place you see them doing their business, they don't just go there to take money and walk away and go back home. They develop that very place. Any place you give a Biafran for business, come back there the next 2 years, it will never remain the same. There will be a remarkable difference. But go and check every Amausa where the Fulanis are selling. Go and check every Amausa in every state where the Fulanis are. It will become worse than the way it was given to them. If they want to pity you, they just keep it. It will remain that way. No improvement. It will just be the same way. Except governments intervene and begin to do so, they will never change the anything. But any place Biafrans go, they will turn a dry land into a city. They will turn a sea into a dry land, and people will be stepping it and live. They have done it in several cities. The Lagos today, where they are chasing them out from, Lagos was completely a swamp. Lagos State was completely a swamp. The development in Lagos was not done by Lagos State government. It was done by individuals, Biafrans. 60% of the development you see in Lagos was done by Biafrans with their own money. All the places they are claiming today to be part of Lagos, we are all covered with the water. We are all covered with water. Alaba International, my own boss bought land in Alaba. When he bought that land, it was a swamp. When we went to see the land, you can't even go there. You stay far and be pointing. When rain fall, you can't even go there. It was a complete swamp. Alaba International, swamp. But today, that is where they are claiming as Lagos State, and they are saying that it is dirty. They lock it up. They say they build a house on the waterway and all what. The same thing with Trade Fair, swamp and forest. The Biafrans turn it to a city. Every other place they go, that is where they do it. Lagos Island, the same thing. Everywhere. They don't just go there to take money and go away. They develop the area. They invest their energy, hard-earned money, their experience, wisdom. They employ people in that area. But I want you to go and check everywhere where you see the Hausa people residing. Any part of that country where you see them residing, go and check and see if you will find any development. You go there and meet worse than it is. Look at this Ilo Panta. This gate of Abia State. The Ilo Panta, where they say they saw corpses of more than 80 people. Some head were not there, some skeletons cannot be identified. When you hear that news, don't you ask yourself that what if this place was being occupied by Biafrans? Have you asked yourself, what if this place was occupied by Biafran? What will be the result? Have you ever sat down and thought that, let's assume they just wake up when Lagos State government wake up one day and they saw a place where 10 corpses, 10 dead bodies in Alaba International. Can you imagine what will happen? Can you imagine what will happen? They found 10 corpses in Sabongeri in Kano. Sabongeri, where the Biafran people reside. They see 10 corpses of Northerners. Could you imagine what will happen? Have you ever thought about that? Can you imagine what will happen? They see corpses of people in an area where the Biafran people are doing their businesses. You know what will happen? But look at in our own land, Ilopanta, a place where a governor betrayed his own people, sold out and gave to the enemy. They turned it to a graveyard. In our own land, in Biafra land, they turned that place to a graveyard in our own land. And the most painful thing is that the governor doesn't even have the balls to confront them. He wanted to shut the market down and they threatened him. He hands off. He hands off. Instead of shutting the market down and take it back, he's now fencing it for them. You are now fencing it for them so that they can be able to perpetrate their evil more inside that very place. You see why we must leave the zoo. It does not matter who gets into that politics. They don't have a balls. It does not matter who gets into that office as a politician. They cannot offer you anything. Including that man in Abia State today. You see him doing some development, doing certain things, which is what he's supposed to do. We don't have to praise him for that. Whatever construction he's doing today is the least thing a politician is supposed to do. But when it comes to standing firm to the defense of your brother or children, standing firm to defend of your own people, just like in that Inopanta, that market is supposed to be shut down by all means possible. If it is because of that market that the whole Biafrans will come back to Biafran land, so be it. And they threaten him. If you shut the market down, every Biafran should go back to their state. Let them come back home. What are they doing there? Let all of them go back home. If it is because of that evil, in order to stop that evil, that everybody, let them come back. Shut it down, lock it up. That is the kind of condition they have conditioned everybody in that zoo to be threatened. In any small thing, they will just threaten you. You run. Any small thing, they will threaten you. Any small thing, they will threaten you, you will begin to run away. How long shall we continue to run? How long shall we continue to beg these people and run away from our shadows? How long? How long shall we continue to run? Just like their terror, they terrorize every society. They terrorize any place you see them terrorize people, as if they are the only people who knows about violence. Every human being have an atom of violence in them, except you decide to suppress your own. The Fulanis are not more violent than us, the Biafrans. If the Biafrans want to go to violence, they are not a match. The Fulanis are not a match. But every time you see, because we are the ones who love life, oh, we don't want to die. Now they come out, they terrorize every time. Every minute they come out, they terrorize. In every single thing, they are terrorizing us. They don't want us to speak. And everybody now fold hands. Fear grip everybody. But in this generation of Biafra, we have overcome fear. If they want terror, we give them terror. If they want war, we give them war. whatever cup they used to measure for us, we are going to use the same cup and give them to drink. That is where we are today. And they have begun to understand the language. They have begun to understand it. But each time you run away, oh, you don't want to die. Oh, it will seem as if they don't want to happen. These people we are talking about has no liver. They have not won any war. The Fulani Caliphate has not won any war anywhere. They have not won any war anywhere. They have not. That is why they don't have a nation of their own. They are wanderers, moving from places to places, causing trouble and terrorizing people. They have not won any. They didn't even win the Hausas. In the case of Hausa, it was the Hausa people that overthrew themselves. They cunningly went into them and gave them that false message, and then they used the Hausa people against themselves. The Hausas fought against themselves. It wasn't the Fulanis. The same thing in Ilorin that they took from Yoruba, it was still the same trick. Lies, blackmail, propaganda, using the same people to get what they want. But the only place they cannot be able to penetrate is in Biafra land. They could not be able to penetrate even Tiffy. They couldn't be able to win Tiffy. Fulanis could not be able to defeat the middle belt, Tiffy people. That is the anger they have on the middle belt up to today. That is why you see them, they're attacking middle belt every time they want to finish them. They were not able to win Tiffy people. They couldn't defeat the Tiffy people. The Tiffy men stand their ground and chase them out. Tiffy put a stop to their expansion. You couldn't be able to defeat Tiffy people. You will now defeat Biafra. It is Biafra who will come and defeat. It is Biafra you want to defeat. And they know it and know it well. That is why they have cornered their Islamization into the zoo, now using the government apparatus to face the Biafrans. They have seen that their foot soldiers, the terrorists, cannot penetrate into Biafra land. Now they are using these terrorists in uniform to penetrate. But I thank Chukwu Okeke for the man we have on board today. The Prime Minister of Biafra, the Republic of Amasi Samanepa, who has opened the gate of hell for them. Today, Biafra have activated self-defense to the highest level. The highest level of self-defense. That is where we are today. And we are not going to stop. We will not stop. Self-defense to the highest level. It doesn't matter where they are coming from. It doesn't matter under which disguise they are coming from. Let me tell you, as long as you are an instrument of the caliphate, it does not matter whom you are, we will come against you. As long as you make yourself an unwilling tool in the hand of these people, we will come against you. It doesn't matter whom you are. Whether you are a Christian or whichever religion you belong, we don't care. Whether any tribe you are, even if you are an Igbo tribe, and if you're Igbo Biafran, and you are working for the caliphate against your people, you are an enemy and we're going to hunt you down. It does not matter where you are coming from. Even if you are from any part of the world, be it from the United States, from the UK, or whatever, they bring you as a mercenary in our land, you are going to go back in body bag. It is a promise. Today, we are defending ourselves against every instrument of oppression in that zoo. In any uniform they are, in any color, in any shape they are. As long as you are instrument in the hand of the zoo against us, you will go down. You will go down. Especially those ones informants, they swelling me up and down. Especially those ones they swim me. I saw one of them in the Bubago bragging on video. That idiot that is bragging on the back on video. Very soon, you're going to hear his news. Very, very soon, you will hear his news. That idiot that was making a member of ESN before, former member of ESN, all of a sudden today he is now the arch enemy of ESN. In fact, he's the one that is leading every operation against ESN people. His days are numbered. We have gone that stage. I thank Chukwu Okeke from Master Simon Epa that all these idiots were able to be screened out from ESN. I thank Chukwu Okeke that every one of them has been screened out of the ESN, and today we have a sane, sound ESN. Very, very sound. Chukwu Okeke never sleeps. We have passed the era where they were taking the life of members of ESN on daily basis. We were losing commanders, top commanders. After the loss of Ikonso, so many other commanders were lost in the hands of these idiots. Fellow members of ESN, they turned around and become an informant against their own brother. That was how the zoo was able to penetrate. Through their Department of Saboteurs, people whom we are supposed to protect us, they began to fight against us. But I thank you, that Mazi Simon Ekpa was able to rescue the ESN from the hands of these idiots. I thank you, that Mazi Simon Ekpa was able to rescue ESN, rescue IPOB from the hands of the Karowite lawyer. And today, we no longer see those casualties. Today, we no longer record casualty the way we record in those days. We no longer record bad news in our camps. We no longer see the loss of commanders anymore. Because the area has been sanitized. Today, people are walking in line with obedience. And as I say, obedience is better than sacrifice. Today, anywhere you are watching this program from, I urge you to align with the information coming from Biafra the organizer. If you are in Okigwe State, or your friend, your brother, anybody you know that is in Okigwe State, in Olu State or in the West State, please reach out to them and tell them to stay indoor. That is the way to be alive. Stay indoor. We don't want to lose anybody. We don't want to lose anybody. This information is very important. Stay indoor. Stay indoor. It is only 2-3 days and it will be over. Stay indoor. You don't have any business coming out. After all, this is weekend. Stay indoor. Stay away. You have no business coming out to vote for anybody because there is nobody contesting. There's nobody contesting. Why do you have to come out? There is nobody contesting with anybody anywhere. Nobody contesting. You already know that the person that is not there, that is there, was not put by you, and you can't remove him. You didn't put him there in the first place. How on earth do you think you can remove somebody you did not put in power? Even when he wasn't the governor, he was able to ring himself through. And now there's a governor, and you are thinking in your dream that you can take him away. On what planet? So why do you have to allow yourself get into this madness? The only thing you can do for yourself is to obey simple instruction. Stay out of trouble. See offense salad, cook offense salad and eat with your family. If you don't know what to do, declare today as a day of reflection for you and your family. Reflect and at least have if it is fasting, fast or pray for Mazin Nandekan for his release. Dedicate today to Mazin Nandekan. Stay indoor with your family. Eat your offense salad. Dedicate it to Mazin Nandekan. Pray for Biafran freedom. Pray for our men online. Pray for our men on the front line. Pray for them. If you don't know what to do, put them in prayer. Put our freedom in prayer. Declare a 1-day prayer or 3 days prayer. We never ask you to come out to protest against anybody. You were not asked to come and confront anybody. You were not asked to come and engage anybody. All you were asked is to stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble. Allow the space. Just leave the area open for the Liberation Army to do their job. Let the Liberation Army engage these people. Don't put yourself in harm's way. You know their modus operandi. Their modus operandi is coming against unarmed civilians. They do not have the rule of engagement like the Liberation Army do. The Liberation Army, we have rule of engagement. That is why you saw them when they were sleeping. Instead of taking their life, we take their nation and take them home captive. We took them captive because we have rule of engagement. Unlike those who do not have rule of engagement, who only think they do that when they come out and they see the Biafran people, after they have been defeated, they go against innocent people. They have done this time and time again. And we must not allow this to continue to happen. I pray that Chukwu Okike will give us wisdom, not understanding, to obey simple instruction and to stay alive. You're welcome, my beloved brother. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for the good job. Am I coming out loud?
I can hear you loud and clear. Go on.
Okay, my brother. So we thank Chukwu Okike for the success we have been recording so far. And today is the D-Day. I thank God for everything. We thank Chukwu Okike because a time like this is a time to actually celebrate, because these criminals that call themselves political leaders, they thought that they never in their life dreamed that a day like this will come. They thought that it is just like that. They have a kind of enslaved all of us. They see themselves as a dim god who is now in charge of our lives. If they want us to live, we live. If they said we will not live, it will be so. If we complain the way they launder our resources, they now look at us as who are we to ask them or to remind them or to complain. If we ask for good governance, they say they will bring us and then kill us. If we come out to do it, then they unleash the state this on us, and they kill us without any regard. So they never believe, they never see that day like this will come, that the people will now rise up to the occasion and demand for their rights, demand for what really belongs to them. So today, you can see it before the eyes. Those they thought that those they are terrorists they are using to unleash mayhem on us could no longer stand our own force. That shows them that truly the power belongs to the people. Whenever the people rise and demand for their thing, nobody can stop them. No power can stop the people when they rise to the occasion. So that is why we are so happy and thanking God for our leader, life of our leader, Mazen Nandekano, who really, through the grace and the power of Chukwu Okike, raised formidable army, that's army of resistance, who are today proving that yes, we can do it. And we thank our dear Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Iba, who, by the grace of Chukwu Okike, stand firm when the enemy thought that they have conquered us, when they thought that they have defeated us by kidnapping our leader and then hold him in their dungeon, with the hope that they have crushed us, that we don't have the right to demand for our rights, that we cannot demand for the self-determination. They want us to continue to be under their slave. So, and we rise. The Prime Minister have stand firm and have been able to, by lot, to sail the ship to the rightful and the desired destination. So today, we have the people are proving to them that yes, we own the land, not the criminal few politicians who have hijacked it all, lord it over themselves, and then claim that we are the one who gave them the mandate. And even if we give you the mandate, why can't you use it for our own benefit, for the benefit of everyone? but you are now using it for your own for their selfish interest. And that's why I see those of them they are using those who stand as a stooge of the Fulani Caliphate in our land. They thought that it will remain so because they are benefiting. Because if they are not, even when they felt, or even when they shortchange them over there, they will only complain and complain. You complain. What are you complaining for? We are demanding for this. You know, is they will say no. Why no? You are complaining over there. It's not that maybe you are getting it the ways you should, but because at least you are benefiting a little, so others can go to hell. So that's why people like Hope Uzodimma, who are really bring himself out to be the devil advocate, to work for the evil entity called Nigeria, to destroy the rest of us in order to clinch that power. Today, he could no longer say yes. That power, he using that power to crush us is there for him to use any longer. They thought that it will be like the same, what they did in 1967 to 1970, when they took our fathers and forefathers for demanding for their rights, and they said no. And they thought that maybe just within 2-3 days or highest 1 month to 2 months, they will crush them. But to their own disappointment, they held them till 3 years. And that 3 years, and they later look as if maybe they succeeded. They know they have upper hand because the same thing we are facing today, those saboteurs, they use our own people to do what? To have upper hand, to have a place where they can now use their foreign allies to block, to have that blockage, which make our people to face starvation. I killed a lot of children that made them to say, okay, let us suffer so that our people will not continue to die. And just like as we know, it's now a history. Have it been that maybe they even wait for a little? It will be no, because the Westerners who thought that it was, they have begin to see the reality, because they have been using propaganda and all this and deceiving them. Their colonial master have been deceiving the rest of the world that nothing is just like. So when they begin to see the truth, they want to turn back and bring help. It was a little bit late because our people do not know. So, but today, on this era, this generation, they don't have such upper hand over us. So we are going to deal with them as they already seen it before them. And just like our leader said, they will kill us, or we kill them. At the end, the emperor will come. They have killed us and kill us and kill us. We cried and cried and cried to the world. Nobody heard our cry. Today, they have been our own turn to do what? To do the same to them. And we are doing it now. And by the special grace of Chukwuka Abiyama, after it, Ephra has come. Thank you, my brother. Continue to urge our brothers and sisters to remain firm, remain resolute. It's all like our people always say that when things is about to end, that's when it become more difficult. So we're about reaching our promised land, and that's why it may seem that to be difficult, but just a little while we shall be there. It say at the end of the tunnel there must be what? Light at the end of the tunnel. So we surely be there in a little while. Let everyone be what? Persevere. We're almost there. Thank you very much. I submit. Yeah. Keep on the good job. May God bless you.
My beloved brother, thank you so much for that amazing contribution. I appreciate you so much for that amazing contribution. As always, each time you come on, it's always an amazing appearance. We thank you. We appreciate you. On behalf of all Biafrans, we thank you and appreciate you. Jiden Giji, Just keep on doing
Thank
your
you
good
too.
work and keep on evangelizing. We are all in this together. We are all the
Yes.
members of the media, comrade. Even though I'm here supervising the page, you are one of our broadcaster here, and you're one of the presenter here, and every Biafrans is listening. We will continue to pass information and make sure that everybody being carried along. Thank you so much, my brother. And may Chukwu Okeke Abiyama continue to guide you, protect you, and secure you. Thank you. Stay blessed,
Bless
my
you
brother.
too. Thank you.
Fellow Biafrans that are watching far and wide, you have heard. It's amazing to see Biafrans coming out to speak their mind. And when you see any comrade that come online here to speak, we are speaking in the same voice. We are saying the same thing, passing the same information. The reason why we are spending our time. Some of us that you see, some people that you see that come online here are in their working place, in their working hour. While they are in their office working, they still spend that time to come out and speak to Biafran people. Some of them risk the moment of that very time to come and speak to you. If Biafra is not important for us, we will not be speaking to you even in official time. So many of us Biafrans, we come online to broadcast in our break period. During our break time, we come out and speak. Some of us, even within the working hour, they will take that risk to come and speak for us for a minute and go. It is because Biafra is in our heart. It is because Biafra is our religion. It is because Biafra is our faith. That is where our hope lies. If you don't get it, you better begin to understand it now. That there is no other place we have hope except in this Biafra. And that is why we are putting everything down. Today, those who say that Biafra is dead can no longer say that. After the resurrection of Biafra, full resurrection of Biafra in Finland, in that referendum convention, nobody can come again and stay in the open that Biafra is dead. With the work that the Biafra Republic is doing today, and the de facto government the whole land is doing, you can't come out today openly, shamelessly, and say that Biafra is dead. No one can say that. And our enemies are getting the news. They are getting the message direct. They can't pretend anymore. For a long time, many have been pretending. But these days, you can't help it but accept it that Biafra is here. And just as our Prime Minister said that Imo State will be the epicenter of the coming. It is happening today. As you are watching me, it is already happening. Imo State is under lock and key. Imo State. The old Imo State, the old Imo State, the present Olo State, Okigwe State, and Owerri State is under lock and key. After today, those who didn't know that the Biafra program in Nigeria will begin to believe it. Even after you saw this same criminal, Uzodimma, come on their TV to confirm that Master Samuel Ekpa is in charge. He came out to confess that Master Samuel Ekpa gives order for sit at home and people obey. That is the absolute and direct confession that the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic is in charge in Biafra land. You can't deny it. When Soludo tried, he tried and fought and he saw there was no way there. The one that called himself Mba came out and he fought and he saw there's no way, he went in. And today, the Supreme Court governor, who has never been chosen, the firstborn of the caliphate in Biafra land, want to try. And the Prime Minister have said it, that we're going to capture him alive. He will be captured and delivered to Biafra people alive. The blood of innocent that he has shared that are crying to Kabia. We fish him out. There's no hiding place. He hasn't started crying. He went on national TV to confess that the Prime Minister of Biafra is in charge. And that is the absolute truth. No eat and no peace. You can continue to pretend because of your envy and jealousy. You can continue to deny the fact because of your envy and jealousy. Does that change does that change the nation? It doesn't change anything. That you continue to pretend, oh, he's not the one in charge. It doesn't change anything.
The whole world is watching. The whole world is observing. This is not the IPOB of yesterday. I say it again. The IPOB today is not the IPOB of yesterday. Today, what you are seeing is the Biafra Republic in exile, under the command of our Prime Minister Mazi Samareka and on the supreme command of Mazi Nandekan. That new dimension that Mazi Nandekan sanctioned and prayed about, that new dimension that Mazi Nandekan spoke about and told us, this is the way. That is where we are today. And even while our supreme leader is in detention, he is still praying for this new dimension. It is because of this dimension, that is why Mazi Nandekan is standing his ground. Because of this new dimension, that is why he's standing his ground. He doesn't move an inch. He doesn't care. And I bet you, the supreme leader of IPOB will be released any moment from now. He will be released. They can't continue to hold him. They cannot. He will be released. He is going to be released. Let them continue all their shenanigans. He is going to be released. No man born of a woman can stop it anymore. The time has come. As Chukwu Okikabiyama planned, he is going to join us very, very soon. There will be no delay anymore. But as for this idiot, as for this Supreme Court administrator in Imo State, his end has come. His end has come, and nothing will save him. Nothing. I say nothing will save him. If you like, let him go and bring beef stew from the US. If you like, let him go and hire missionaries. Not just what's that? What's the name of those Russian missionaries? Let him go hire them. Let him go and hire those Russian missionaries, which are the greatest so far. Let him go and hire them and bring them in Biafra land. Not Saudi Arabia. He should have gone to hire Russians, not Saudi Arabia. And in those Saudi Arabian missionaries he hires, our primes have challenged him, put them in the front line. Put them in the front line. Let us see if they can last 24 hours. And we are promising them that this operation will be the last operation they will go as a missionary from that their country, Saudi Arabia. This is their last operation. And if any one of them have not received their will, they should write their will and send to them, to their families, because they are not going to return. Any moment they step foot for any operation in Biafra land, that's their end. Any moment they step off their foot for any operation in Biafran soil, that will mark their end. It is not a threat. It is a promise that will be fulfilled. The gods of our land is aware of the battle we are fighting. The gods of our land are aware of where we are and what we are doing. The gods of our land is in charge of everything we say or do. And there is nothing any man can do about it. We are fighting a just cause. We are fighting a just cause. And nothing on the planet Earth will stop us from where we are today. Victory is ours. If you want to be part of this victory, the only thing you can do is to obey instruction. More especially our brothers and sisters in Biafra land. It is very, very important. Even the day our Prime Minister did the State of the Nation broadcast, the only thing he requested is obedience. Obedience is the only thing he asked for from people in Biafra land. Why don't you obey? It is for your own sake to save your life. It is for your own sake. Just obey. For some few days, stay indoor. Stay indoor. Allow the people whose duty is to protect you to do their job and protect your life and property. Stay indoor. Don't get yourself on the road. Don't put yourself on the line. Chukwu Okikabiyama has given us an assignment, and we must carry it to the last. Everybody that is watching from any part of the world, remember, today is our fundraising. Don't forget that. The ESN fundraising is today. You must be in that fundraising. It is a must. If you are genuinely, except you are not a Biafran, that your widow's mind matters a lot. It matters. When you see the intensity of what we are doing today, when you see the way the Biafran Liberation Army are making progress and engaging, if that doesn't move you to support, what else will move you? If the success that is being made by Liberation Army does not move you, what else will move you? Today, we have stepped up engagement. They have to move, confront the enemy. They move to barracks. Any place the enemy are camping, they go there. And remember, each time they go, those granates they use and throw, those things are money. They need your support. The Eastern Security Network, the Liberation Army, they are not asking for salary. They are not asking for salary yet. What they are asking is tools they will use to do their job. And it is our duty, those of us living abroad, it is our duty to sponsor them and make sure they have their tools to do the job for us. They haven't asked for much. These are people who have come to volunteer their own life. So many of us cannot be able to put our life on the line. And I ask you, how much can somebody give you for you to lay down your life? How much is your life worth? How much is your life worth? If you understand and realize that your life is priceless, you have to appreciate the work that the Biafran Liberation Army is doing, the ESN are doing. A lot of them have lost their life in the course of protecting us. A lot of them have lost their life in the pursuit for Biafra. The only appreciation we can show to them and respect is to make sure we continue to sponsor them, that they will have the tools they need at any given point in time. Today is fundraising. Be there at that fundraising and make it a memorable one. If you cannot be there, you are busy or whatever, don't even wait until then. Just go to the website. The website is there all the time. I have shared the video on the website to everybody that reached out to me. I shared the link on how they can be able to get to the website and make payment. Just go to the website. You make your payment. In that website, you will see different places. One of the videos I have, you will see you can pay through PayPal or Zelle. Anyone that is easy for you, you go through that and make your payment. Make your payments during the time of fundraising. You can send your receipts for recognition if you want to be recognized. If you don't want to be recognized, just do it. That thing you do in secret. Who sees in secret will reward you openly. And as I said, that is the most fertile place to sow your seed. Those of you, tomorrow is Sunday, who is looking for a fertile place to sow, your pastor will tell you, sow your seed on a fertile ground. Sow your seed on a fertile ground. I am showing you a fertile ground where you sow your seed. Biafran Liberation Army. The most fertile ground for any Biafran to sow a seed. Biafran Liberation Army. If you sow there, you will reap your reward almost instantly. Even if you're not a Biafran and you're looking for a fertile ground to sow your seed, the fertile ground to sow your seed is what I'm showing you. Sow your seed on that fertile ground, and your life will never ever remain the same. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, always put Biafran first. It is Biafran first. It is Biafran first. You're welcome, my beloved brother. Thank you for joining. Welcome, my brother.
Good morning.
Speak to Biafrans. You're welcome.
Good morning, sir. How was your night?
Rounding up, so speak to Biafrans. Let's hear you, my brother. Where is he? He's gone. Are you gone? I can't see you again, my brother. I thought you wanted to speak to Biafrans. Okay. So we are rounding up. We have spent more than 2 hours on this very program, and I'm going to end the program now. I appreciate everybody who has contributed in one way or the other to this program. Any place you are, if you are in Biafra land, I beg you in the name of Chukwu, obedience is better than sacrifice. Obedience will save you. When you obey, you have already built your defense 60%. Only obedience alone, you have built your defense 60 to 70%. Obedience is better than sacrifice. If you have any brother, sister, friend that is in Okigwe State, Olu State, or what state, the old Imo State, please reach out to them and tell them to stay indoor. The game has started, and it will continue until Biafra is completely liberated. I appreciate every one of you that have contributed on this very platform. Everyone that have shared this program, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide you, protect you, and secure you. Everyone that have participated in this program in any way or form, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect you and secure you. Every Biafran across the world, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect you. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect our ESN, the Liberation Army, the Strike Force, and the Black Marine. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect every forces that are fighting for Biafra, any place on this planet. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect them and secure them. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect all our media warriors that are speaking, those that are sharing our videos, those that are doing one thing or the other in the media. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect you, continue to secure you and your families. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect every member of the de facto government in the homeland. We commit them in the hand of Chukwu Okike Abiyama for divine protection, for divine security. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama be with them and keep them safe. We present every member of the cabinet of Biafra Republic of Israel to the hand of Chukwu Okike Abiyama for wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and growth. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to bless them, protect them and their families. We present our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, before Chukwu Okike Abiyama for divine guidance, for divine protection, for divine revelations, for discerning spirit. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama give him more wisdom to continue to take decisions at the right time. Spirit of discernment for him to know the right thing to do at the right time. We pray that Mazi Simon Ekpa will be protected. No weapon formed or fashioned against him shall prosper. Every pit that was dug for him, the enemy will fall into it. Whatever plan that the enemies are making against our Prime Minister, that plan will turn back to them. Every pit or hole they have dug, they will fall into it by themselves. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama unleash legions of angels to guide him in his going out and his coming in. He will never dash his foot against the stone. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama protect him, give him more discerning spirit and wisdom. We present our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, before Chukwu Okike Abiyama. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, secure Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, give him good health, strengthen him, bring him back to us very, very soon. Every plan of the enemies against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, every weapon of warfare against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whatever secret plans they're making against him, every poison they have injected into his body, we decree that Chukwu Okike Abiyama will destroy every forces against him. We decree that Chukwu Okike Abiyama will send doctors to continue to heal him. We decree strength in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We decree favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We decree freedom. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to be free very soon, and he will join us and raise the flag of Biafra. I appreciate everyone who has participated in one way or the other. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafrans shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, shall prosper. Thank you so much for joining me on this program. I will see you again in the evening on Chooks for Survival page on Facebook. Join me in the evening if you can, so that we can continue sensitizing and bringing information to the people. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Thank you so much for being with me up to the end. Thank you and stay safe. See you again.